Today we are having with us Dr. Ajay Says. He is a pathologist by qualification and a life and a business coach by passion. He is also an author, a blogger, inspirational speaker, and international trainer. And he's really a passionate man. He has got his MBBS and MD in pathology, have MBA in management. He has done his MPhil. Now he's pursuing his PhD in management. He has been awarded many a times. He has got the Chhattisgarh Bhushan Award from Chhattisgarh government for work on youth empowerment. He holds Guinness Book World Record twice for longest marathon speech. Man, he has spoken for 60 hours, 29 minutes. Can you believe it? He has Golden Book World Record for longest youth empowerment cycle rally. He has gone from Raipur to Delhi on a cycle. He has also got Rashtriya Seva Ratna National Award for work on youth empowerment, International Best Speaker Award, the Best Youth Leadership Conference in London, awarded Brand Icon of India 2017 at most promising social activities for youth empowerment. He is on a mission, man. He is on a mission to contribute positively to the world's emotional well-being and to motivate humanity to achieve more in higher causes. Today we are going to have some guidance from Dr. Ajay on how to empower the youth, how the youth can empower themselves, learn the skill of business and entrepreneurship, and the mindset of an entrepreneur, the most important thing. So, I welcome you, Dr. Ajay Says, and it is really a great opportunity to have you with us. So, sir, I would request you, first of all, congratulations on all those achievements. It is really a very great achievement, and that too in a very short span you have achieved that. It is a remarkable thing. You are an inspiration in yourself also, and so I would like to know your journey of your life from beginning to each and every steps that made you, that empowered you, that gave you the strength to achieve this whole thing.
Thank you, Shatrujit, for having me here, and thank you for your very kind words and for the praises. And it's indeed an honor to be there in your channel. And a big namaskar to all the viewers who are viewing Shatrujit's channel right now. And in this tough times of Corona, I wish you the best of all the health and safe रहिए, सावधान रहिए, सुरक्षित रहिए. अभी तो अपने घरों के अंदर ही रहिए और अपने घरों के अंदर रह करके बहुत अच्छे से आप आगे की प्लानिंग कीजिए, अपने आप को प्रिपेयर कीजिए. वेल, शत्रुजीत, आपने जैसे पूछा कि मेरी लाइफ की जर्नी के बारे में, तो बहुत लंबा तो नहीं, बट इतना इन शॉर्ट में कहूंगा कि आई लिव इन अ स्मॉल टाउन इन छत्तीसगढ़ बाय द नेम कोरबा. दैट इज माय होम टाउन. Now, of course, I keep traveling to different cities for my programs and for my youth empowerment events. मेरा स्कूलिंग जो है वो कोरबा में ही हुआ, और उसके बाद में I joined medical after my after clearing my PMT. I joined the MBBS in Nagpur in 1989, और उसके बाद में मेरा MBBS खत्म होने के बाद मैंने MD किया पैथोलॉजी में from Bangalore. Completed it in 1998, और उसके बाद से we started our pathology lab by the name Renuka Diagnostics. Now we are operating across 4 districts, and we have many labs and many collection centers. So that is my professional journey as far as being a doctor, as far as being a pathologist is concerned. मेरे को पढ़ाई लिखाई का शौक हमेशा से ही रहा, and my late mother, I'm always very grateful, feel very grateful to my late mother for always encouraging me for 2 things. She always encouraged me to read books. Right since childhood, I used to read the children's books and comics and everything, and every child reads it. But very importantly, उन्होंने मुझे encourage किया कि बड़ा होने के बाद भी मैं किताबें पढ़ता रहूं. सेकेंडली उन्होंने मुझे हमेशा एनकरेज किया स्टेज पर जाने के लिए। वो खुद एक बहुत अच्छी स्टेज आर्टिस्ट थी और उन्होंने मुझे हमेशा से एनकरेज किया स्टेज पे जाने के लिए। और मैं बहुत शर्मिला हुआ करता था, तो मेरे टीचर से बोल बोल करके उन्होंने स्टेज पे जाने के लिए मुझे बहुत एनकरेज किया। और आज मैं जो भी हूँ, it's basically because of these two things, because of the knowledge gained from the books and because of my confidence on the stage, that I was able to create these world records and all. Apart from my medical studies, I have done MBA in marketing. After that, MPhil in management, and right now I am still a student. I am doing PhD in management from CV Raman University. Yes, there was always this passion of learning and teaching people. So apart from a medical profession, I became a coach for youth, life and clarity coach for youth and for young entrepreneurs and everything. So right now I'm working both in the offline space and the online space, as a trainer, as a coach, as a public speaker for youth empowerment, and as a life and business coach for young SME entrepreneurs. So both in the online space and offline space. In the online space, I have my channel, my YouTube channel, and my product by the name Life Champions, in which we provide training to young entrepreneurs to set up their business and to grow their business. We'll talk more about my online products later on, but right now this is in short my life story. Right now I'm 49 years old. And hoping to transform transform millions of people to lead a happy, prosperous, and spiritual lifestyle, whether they are doing a job or whether they are doing a business. So that's a little bit of introduction about myself. And once again, Shatrujit, thank you very much for having me in your channel.
It's my pleasure, sir. It's my honor to have you in such a condition where the medical professionals are really busy and you gave me time. That's a great thing. And that's so nice of you. Sir, what another thing that always inspired me, or I always wanted to know from you, that 60 hours long, more than 60, or it is 60 hours and 60 and a half hours long. That's such a marathon speech. How you managed it, how you got all the content, how you arranged that contents and everything, each and everything you worked out on it. Can you throw a little light on that? It's a great achievement, I think.
Thank you so much, Shatrujit. This is a very common question that I am being asked. कि 60 घंटा आपने कैसे बातचीत की और 60 घंटे के लिए कैसे आपने प्रिपेयर किया? और सबसे पहले तो लोग मुझसे ये पूछते हैं कि आपने ये गिनीज वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बनाने का सोचा कैसे? कई लोग तो सोच ही नहीं पाते इतना बड़ा. So मैं आपको बताता हूँ. I understand all your queries. I always wanted to do something very differently. I always wanted to, जब भी मैं कोई स्पीच देता हूँ, जब भी कोई मैं मोटिवेशनल टॉक देता हूँ या ट्रेनिंग देता हूँ, तो मैंने देखा कि हर बार मैं दूसरों का एग्जांपल देता हूँ. या तो सचिन तेंदुलकर का एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ, या महात्मा गांधी का एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ, या और किसी मार्टिन लूथर किंग का एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ, किसी और का एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ. और मैं हमेशा से ये देखता रहता था कि मैं तो दूसरों का ही एग्जांपल देता हूँ और सब कुछ जो दूसरों ने किया. कभी अगर कोई मुझसे पूछ ले कि ठीक है, ये सब एग्जांपल्स तो किताबों में भी हैं, डॉक्टर शेष आपने क्या किया लाइफ में, अगर कोई ये मुझसे पूछ ले तो मैं इसका क्या जवाब दूंगा? क्योंकि अगर मैं सिखाता हूँ तो नेचुरली मेरे को ये भी प्रूव करना पड़ेगा कि जो मैं सिखा रहा हूँ वो मैं खुद भी अपनी लाइफ में फॉलो कर रहा हूँ और मेरी खुद की लाइफ में भी वो पॉजिटिव चेंज आया है. तभी तो मैं दूसरों को सिखा सकता हूँ कि वो अपने लाइफ में पॉजिटिव चेंज कैसे ला सके. यानी एग्जाम्पल देना अच्छी बात है, लेकिन जब तक मैं अपने खुद के लाइफ का एग्जाम्पल ना दे सकूं तब तक तो मेरा टॉक एक जस्ट एक थ्योरेटिकल टॉक हो जाएगा. मैं लोगों को इंस्पायर कैसे कर सकूंगा और मैं यंगस्टर्स को कैसे बता सकूंगा कि हाँ मैंने ये किया है और मेरी लाइफ से आप ये सीख सकते हो. दूसरों की लाइफ के बारे में तो सब कुछ किताबों में और इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल है. सो हमेशा से मुझे ये लगता रहा. And I always thought that I have this gift of God, which came up, which was encouraged by my mother. This gift of public speaking and the confidence in speaking and stage confidence and all these things. And because of a lot of reading right since my childhood, I have that knowledge ka khazana ya knowledge ka masala, which I am able to speak in front of the stage. And when I'm on the stage, I'm absolutely tireless. God has prepared me for the stage. God has prepared me, God has created me to talk to people. तो क्या होता है कि by the time you reach the age of 35, by the time you reach the age of 40, you realize what is your calling in life. Because of reading, because of meeting a lot of people, because of learning about a lot of great people, uh, I realized that God has sent me to this world to motivate people. God has sent me to this world to teach people. And when God has sent me for this, naturally, God has also given me the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual capacities, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual capabilities to be able to do this. So as far as the stage is concerned, I have boundless energy. As far as the stage is concerned, I saw that I would take a day long seminars and 8 घंटे के सेमिनार, 12 घंटे के सेमिनार, 16 घंटे के सेमिनार में इजीली ले लिया करता था. और आई थॉट कि इसी फील्ड में क्या ऐसा किया जाए जो विच विल क्रिएट अ बिग इम्पैक्ट ऑन द यंगस्टर्स एंड विच विल क्रिएट अ बिग इम्पैक्ट ऑन द पीपल. तो मैंने कहीं पर एक टीवी पर कुछ चल रहा था, वहां पर गिनीज रिकॉर्ड की बात हो रही थी. तो आई थॉट चलो मस्ती में ऐसे ही कि चलो लेट्स फाइंड आउट कि स्पीच देने में वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड जो है वो क्या है. So I just browsed the net and I saw that उस समय this was in 2015. उस समय 48 hours was the Guinness World Record for longest marathon speech. So I said चलो अपन 12-16 घंटे तो बोल ही सकते हैं. So something I got the divine intervention, I got the divine message from somewhere that yes, I will be able to do it if I prepare. It was a long preparation. 12-12 घंटे के ट्रेनिंग सेशंस में करता था. फिर उसके बाद में 24 घंटे का एक सेशन किया. उसके बाद में 36 आवर्स का सेशन किया. और उसके बाद में क्या हुआ कि we had planned a session of 48 hours. 48 hours का सेशन हमने प्लान किया था, a practice session for 48 hours. So naturally, to speak for 48 hours, you need a lot of material. You need a lot of things in your head. So according to the Guinness rules, you cannot read a book. According to the Guinness rules, you have to speak continuously. And most importantly, Shatrujit, according to the Guinness rules, when you are creating a Guinness World Record for speech, you cannot repeat a topic. किसी भी टॉपिक को रिपीट नहीं किया जा सकता कि वही 2-3 घंटे का भाषण बार बार इट कैन नॉट हैपन एवरी टाइम. द स्पीच हैज टू बी कंटिन्यूअसली. यू हैव टू स्पीक इन डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स. So what happened that हमने जब 48 घंटे का ट्रेनिंग सेशन स्पीच सेशन जो है वो ट्राई किया, तो वन ऑफ आवर सीनियर्स इन द ग्रुप ही सेड कि भाई 48 आवर्स का तो वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड ही है and we are making an attempt of 48 hours, so why not make it official so that अगर हम 48 hours कर लेते हैं तो we will have broken the world record. तो हमको ये बात जो है वो समझ में आ गई. एंड देन हमने 10 दिन और लिए और उसके बाद में पूरा पब्लिसाइज करके ये वो सब करके हमने किया that this is going to be an attempt for Guinness World Record. And in that attempt, that was my first attempt, I was able to speak for 49 hours and 39 minutes. उसके बाद में I lost my voice. लगातार 48 घंटे में 2 nights 2 days नॉन स्टॉप बोलने के बाद I lost my voice. और but because 49 hours का ये था, we sent the video to Guinness and that record was approved and I became the Guinness World Record holder for longest marathon speech. My first record, which was of 49 hours and 29 minutes long. फिर उसके बाद में I got the media mileage, sort of became famous and everything. But then, still that kind of fame which you receive when you do something in Mumbai or you do something in Mumbai, because Korba is a small town. You will agree that, if you do something in Mumbai, the news reaches the whole world. But if you do something in a place like Korba, the news does not travel that much because media is limited over there. So I had always, I created a new vision of creating a world record for 60 hours now. I'll break my own Guinness World Record and create a new world record of at least 60 hours. And it was crazy. Everyone said that I am being too ambitious. Everyone said that एक Guinness World Record हो गया ना, तुमको शांति नहीं है क्या, इसमें तुमको चैन नहीं है क्या. My parents were worried. Everyone said that डॉक्टर पागल हो गया है, 60 घंटा, it is life threatening. 60 hours, not sleeping for 60 hours is life threatening. How will you speak for 60 hours and all that? But then, Shatrujit, you'll agree that when God has sent you for something, in that field, you can do something which no other person has been able to do. I believe that, each of us, you, me, we are unique in this world. There is no other individual just like you in this world. There is no other individual just like me in this world. What I can do, probably no one else can do. What you can do, probably no one else in the world can do. And when you know what you can do, you must create a world record in it. That is what was my philosophy that time. And then, yes, we went to Mumbai, and there in a five-star hotel, we made all these preparations, and I was able to create a new Guinness World Record, breaking my own record of 60 hours and 29 minutes. So this is what happened, Shatrujit, and I'm very happy that I was able to follow my passion. I was very happy that despite all the resistances of almost all the people, I had a few followers, a few students of mine who encouraged me and who said, "Ki, sir, आप कर सकते हैं, हम आपको help करते हैं." They came with me till Mumbai to manage the whole event and everything, and I'm very glad that I was able to listen to my own heart and do what my heart says was right, and listen to the divine voice which told me that you can do it, and listen to my life's calling. And I'm very glad that now I can tell my students, like, you know, the way it started, कि आपने life में क्या? Now I can tell my students, I have done
true.
this.
Yeah.
Now I can tell my students that I have created a Guinness World Record. So apart from all the other illustrious examples, now when I can give my own example, it feels good, and it's like a mission accomplished. So it's that is what I keep telling people, that God has given you some unique strengths which are different from other people's strengths, and it is the duty of a person to understand those strengths. And once you're able to understand, your life becomes sorted out, and you can do great things in life.
That's very true, sir. It's really true. The divine strength and the divine energy that made you do the thing, and he has directed everything. And obviously,
Yes.
crazy people makes record, and that's so serious. And that's the strength actually. And I am also happy and really proud, and the whole India is proud of you, because you made Indians proud by holding that Guinness Book of World Record, and it's a inspiration for everyone. Yeah, it's true, very true. You said, like, you can give your own example. Yeah, that's true. And similarly, you are an inspiration in yourself for each and every youth. If you go in a positive way, you go in a genuine way, you will have all the strength, all the divine strength will come to you, and you can achieve anything. That's really true. Sir, second achievement of yours, that is the cycle rally from Raipur to Delhi. How that idea came to you, and how you thought that this should help you in your mission of youth empowerment, this thing can do that. One
Yes,
thing was,
Shatrujit.
yes,
Yes, please finish your question.
yeah, that's because speaking was a different thing. That strength you acquired, that practice you did. Now the total strength went to a different place. Previously your throat was working. Now your legs have to work here. You have to work here. So you are taking your body to an extreme end on all cases. So how you did this thing, and how this thought came, and how you prepared for this thing?
So Shatrujit, like I said, by the time I finished my Guinness, and after that, you know, people started coming up to me. People started looking up to me. And you know, where if you happen to come to my place, and if you let me show you my wall, wherein these two Guinness World Record certificates are hanging, right? So these are my two Guinness World Records, and you know, after that, after that, I also have another Guinness World Record of a combined speech of 102 hours and 32 minutes with a doctor colleague of mine. So anyway, so like I always now started feeling that people are looking up to me, and now I have to give more and more of my own examples. As the internet kept coming up, you know, what all these great people have done, now everyone knows it. Now everyone can just type something on the computer and find out. Now I constantly needed more and more examples from my own life to teach people which they have not heard of earlier anyway. So and I always wanted to motivate the youth. So in my talks I used to talk about fitness. In the talks I used to talk about simplicity of life. In the talk, simplicity of life, especially when you are youth, when you are preparing, when you are a student, when you are a college student, things like that. A simple life, having fitness, about exercise and everything. And again, you know, I was slightly overweight at that time, and I always used to feel that I'm myself not walking my talk here. That when I'm telling people about fitness and exercise and simplicity, then what Ajay Shesh is doing, because someone might ask me कि आप क्या कर रहे हैं इसमें आपने क्या किया. कि जो आप बोलते हो. तो ठीक है, I could have said I am a doctor and so I'm qualified to speak about that. I'm qualified to speak about health and all that. But then again, it's always great when you are able to give examples from your own life, like I said earlier also. So मैंने डिसाइड किया कि एक एक्चुअली साइकिलिंग का पहले नहीं आया था यहाँ पर. वी डिसाइडेड दैट वी विल डू अ ग्रेट सीरीज, वी डू अ सीरीज ऑफ 50 इवेंट्स फॉर द यूथ, right from Raipur, capital of Chhattisgarh, till New Delhi, capital of India. रायपुर से इंडिया तक हम जाएंगे और 50 इवेंट्स हम लोग ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे for the youth. And we contacted people. So there is this ISEC University in Bhopal. So they agreed to do, because you know, now after being a doctor and being a Guinness record holder, people take you seriously. So they heard me and they said that okay, we'll help you organize 50 events in different colleges, because they run a university. It was easier for them. I was a Rotarian. I am a Rotarian that time. So Rotary college, Rotary club, they also agreed to help us in, you know, our traveling arrangements and everything, and our staying arrangements and everything, so that this series of 50 youth empowerment events can be held. So then when we are charting out the plan as to how we are going to travel from city to city, city to city, city to city, so one thing came to my mind that you know, because traveling was taking a lot of time. Traveling was taking, you know, going there, waiting for the train for 3 hours, then catching the train, then getting down from the train, going somewhere, and all those things. And many of these events were in the villages, which were away from the main stations, and there was a lot of time for traveling. I realized that even if I go by cycle, someone just jokingly said that even if you go by cycle, it is going to take the same amount of time as, you know, changing trains and buses and everything else. So, you know, something again struck my mind. Why not do this on cycle only? Now, this will be a great chance to, you know, when the 6-7 of us are in a cycle rally, if we are reaching a place, then it is going to have a different impact than, you know, when we are getting down from luxurious vehicles, luxurious four-wheelers and SUVs and like that. So again, because it was a very crazy idea, so I introduced it to my team, and then everyone was shocked कि साइकिल से जाएंगे दिल्ली तक, ये वो. I said चलो चलते हैं. अभी जो है हमारे पास 4-5 महीना है. And you know, we were discussing this in August and September. And again, what we did is हमने उसको सीधा एक महीना आगे किया. We said we'll start from 15th of November. अभी अगस्त चल रहा है, so let us start cycling, and daily we will cycle 80 kilometers. Travel 80 kilometers from morning 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, do the event in the afternoon, do the second event in the evening, do a press conference, then sleep by 8 o'clock, get up in the morning. So this was the one. So again, now, as far as I was concerned, I was confident that when I have this thing in me, I will be able to manage it somehow, because I had the experience of 2 Guinness World Records of, you know, extreme demands on my body and my mind. So I had this thing. So gradually, you know, more and more, first everyone refused, but then gradually 6 of my teammates, of my people, gradually they agreed कि sir हम आपके साथ चलेंगे, sir हम आपके पास चलेंगे. And then gradually later on, as you know, September went and then October went, there were so many people who were ready to go with me, then that I had a choice of them. Finally, it was me and 6 other people, 7 of us, who took this long journey. None of us are athletes, none of us are cyclists. हमको इतना लंबा साइकिल कभी नहीं चलाया था. In fact, most of the people, if you ask them today कि last जिंदगी में आखिरी बार साइकिल कब चलाई थी, last time you cycled, they won't be able to remember, because you just never know when from cycling you come to this mopeds and then two-wheelers and then cycle कहाँ गई life में. They most of the people won't be able to tell कि आखिरी बार साइकिल कब चलाई थी, and it was with us also. But again, we started practicing. We started practicing, and then we were heavily criticized. This time, people said, "Doctor पागल हो गया है. बोलना अलग होता है, cycling अलग होता है." And Doctor पागल हो गया है. He is not only putting his life into danger, but the life of other people into danger also. And then, you know, उनकी family वालों ने भी मुझे बोला, आप जा रहे हो तो मैं इनको भेज दूंगी. I mean, the wife would say, आप जा रहे हो तो मैं इनको आपके साथ भेज दूंगी. Now someone else would say, आप जा रहे हो तो ठीक है, आपकी leadership में अपने बेटे को भेज दूंगी. अदर वन से ठीक है मैं जा रहा हूँ भाई, आप हो तो मैं भेज दूंगा, आपके ऊपर मेरे को कॉन्फिडेंस। अरे मैं कौन सा खुद 10 बार तब तक दिल्ली गया था, मैं भी तो पहली बार जा रहा हूँ, राइट। बट वो पूरी जिम्मेदारी भी मेरे ऊपर थी कि सब कुछ अच्छा हो गया तो एवरीवन विल शेयर द क्रेडिट, बट कहीं भी एक मिसहैप हो गया तो हु इज रिस्पांसिबल, दिस पर्सन इज रिस्पांसिबल। But then again, I said, "Chalo, dekha jayega." When you do something good, God also helps you. It was such a wonderful. People were saying that Nagpur se wapas aa jaoge. Most of the people were waiting for us to fail. Most of the people were, wanting us to fail so that they could be proved right कि नहीं जाना चाहिए. But once we crossed Nagpur, so the voices started coming down, and once we reached Bhopal, everyone became our fan. We started the journey as 7 Moorkh people. Shatrujit, we started this cycle rally as 7 Moorkh log. 7 Moorkh log ja rahe. We came back as Sapt Rishis. We started calling us Sapt Rishis.
That's the truth. That's the which when you achieve the things changes. Yes,
Exactly. Once we crossed Bhopal, everyone knew these guys mean business. These guys are able to go, and such a tremendous media frenzy, and everywhere we would be garlanded, and everywhere Rotary Club would create an event for us, and it was crazy. It was absolutely wonderful. And when we reached Delhi, we met 2 union ministers, and we had always this vision in our mind that when we reach Delhi, we will hold our cycles in our hand like this in front of India Gate, and have our photographs taken. And those photographs are available. One of these days I'll put that picture on the Facebook and other social media. All the viewers, please join my Facebook group by the name Dr. Ajay Shesh, the public figure page, Dr. Ajay Shesh, and you'll keep learning a lot of good things about me, life, business, and motivations in general. I'm just too glad to be having this nice conversation with Shatrujit right now. So this is how the cycle rally came about. A very crazy idea, a very risky idea, but then when in life, if you have to move ahead, you have to take these calculated risks. You have to do some crazy things. Yes, I agree that if you try out 10 different things, you will fail in a few of them, and I have failed a lot. When I try, still, if I try 10 new things, I fail in 5 or 6. But I succeed in 4. That is the most important thing, that I succeed in 4. Those 4 things take me ahead. Those 6 things in which I failed, they remain where it is. But if I don't try anything, I'll remain a common person. And that is what I do not recommend to the young people of this country.
That's true, sir. And after crazy people only set examples, as you did it, and we are lucky that we meet success very soon. As I have read of Thomas Alva Edison, he tried 1,000 times, then only he created a bulb. So still we are lucky we get success very fast. Yes. And I also request all my
yes, in fact, I'll tell one thing before you talk to your viewers, Shatrujit, that see, here it's easy to say, easy to say, "Arey yaar, Ajay Shesh ne ye sab kar liya." See, here we are talking only about my successes. Mind you that. We are not talking, see, I can give a 60-hour speech. Out of that, I can give a 40-hour speech on my failures and what I've learned from my failures. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've had a lot of failures, a lot of losses. So to the viewers, just because we are talking about my successes doesn't mean that my life has been a story of successes only. Kisi ki life aisi nahi rehti. Who do you think has made the most number of zeros in international cricket? Do you know who has made them? Sachin Tendulkar has made the most number of zeros. But do we remember him for his zeros? No. We remember his for his centuries, for the victories and everything. So just don't think that because I am older to them, I am an experienced person. Every person who has been a success has been a failure 4 times more. But the only thing is that they kept trying, they kept doing it, they kept doing it, they kept doing it. And now the world remembers them for their successes and the failures which taught them. So that is what.
Very true, sir. And guys, from here you can clearly understand that the key to success is the consistency. You will fail, no doubt, but come up, get up, and start again. Then keep doing, and one day success will be yours. That day will be yours. And that's what Dr. Sir said about And I will also request you all to follow Dr. Sir in Dr. Ajay Seth's page. And believe me, you will be inspired in every steps of your life. And regarding that also, we will now discuss a little bit with Sir. And hope and I'm sure he is going to give you really some inspiring ideas. Sir, I would like to ask you with the basic thing, because I am associated mostly with this engineering students, the real youth.
Okay.
They are those who are coming to the earning field or market, you can say, and just on the verge of entering. These guys, they are enthusiastic, energetic, everything. Someone wants to do a job, someone wants to do his own. Everyone likes the idea being your own job, but what it takes behind it, they doesn't realize that. So I would request you to guide them on this thing, is what they should and what character they possess to opt a thing. Suppose they are going for a they are going to be a job seeker, then what, why you should be a job seeker, you do a job, or why should you go for an entrepreneurship? Before you going for an entrepreneurship, you should check yourself, what this, if you that have this thing, then go ahead, or prepare for this thing, then go ahead. Something like that, which you think would help them in their coming times and their journey of life.
Okay, Shatrujit, I realize from what you're saying that most of the listeners of this interview are going to be engineers or engineering students, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So first of all, my pranam to all of engineers, because you are the Vishwakarmas of this world. I always considered, I have always considered engineers as the Vishwakarmas of this world. आप विश्वकर्मा का अवतार हैं, because दुनिया में जो भी बनता है, दुनिया में जो भी फिजिकल फॉर्म में बनता है, वो आप लोग बनाते हैं या आपके मार्गदर्शन में बनता है. So मैं बहुत 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 इज्जत करता हूँ इंजीनियर्स की. और हम डॉक्टर्स क्या है, वी आर मेंटेनर्स, we maintain health, we maintain things, but you create things, and that is something which I admire about engineers. Now when it comes to the life cycle, once once we finish with our graduation, once we finish with our college education or higher education, especially higher education in the field of any professional field like engineering or medical or other architecture, dentistry, advocate, everything. These are all professional courses. So the biggest question after graduation is now what to do next, now how to lead a life next. Now obviously now there is only dichotomy, two dichotomy. Either you go for a job or you go for entrepreneurship, you begin your own business. Or what happens in most of the cases is that just to gain our educational system is still in such a way that when you are studying in the college, you don't have much worldly experience. You don't have much, a skill of, we are creating a lot of engineers, but we are creating more of, degree holders rather than actual engineers who are able to really add value to an industry or an entrepreneur. So first of all, I would encourage every engineer. Now let us talk about the field of engineering only. I would encourage all the engineers to first of all become industry ready before deciding whether you want to do a job or whether you want to go for an entrepreneur. It is very important to understand, to become industry ready. For example, if you are a mechanical engineer, like Shatrujit, I believe you are a mechanical engineer, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, for example, any of you has done mechanical engineering. Now you understand that mechanical engineering in itself is a huge and a very vast field, right? So, when you are doing the graduation, you have to study all the subjects of mechanical engineering, and you have to study all the aspects of mechanical engineering. But the life after your graduation, you are not going to deal with all the aspects of mechanical engineering, right?
Sure.
You have
definitely,
to select.
Definitely. We are.
So yes, so it depends. Now you have to become a specialist in some area. Specialist, by becoming a specialist, I don't mean that you go and do an MTech or an ME in that particular field. By being a specialist, what I mean to say is, what kind of an expert do you want to be? What expert do you want to be called? For example, like I'm not an engineer, so I won't be able to articulate it that well. But for example, in mechanical engineering, there is a topic called gears. If I'm not wrong, right? Gears is. Do they teach gears in mechanical engineering?
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is
Gears,
machining part. Yeah.
gears. Yeah. So gears is one. Then traction and weight can be one. Torque can be one, and then automobiles can be one. And
The
so many
segment like HVAC, RAC
yeah.
is a segment, refrigeration and air conditioning. Such different
Exactly.
they can acquire. Yeah.
Yeah, so what I can say with confidence, even not being an engineer at all, in that inside mechanical engineering, there must be at least 50 different areas of specialization. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, 50
yes.
different areas of specialization. Now you have to decide as to you are going to become an expert, not necessarily a degree holder, an expert in which area.
It seems we have got a network issue now. So let's pause the thing and.
Okay, so we were talking about, after the engineering studies are done and after you get the degree. So even in something like a mechanical engineering, there are at least 50 different areas, 50 different micro areas of mechanical engineering in which you have to become a specialist of at least one of, and specialist किसी एक field का ही होता है, right? You cannot be, you are not a specialist if you say you are a specialist in 4 areas. No, it has to be only one area and maybe one or two related areas. तो अब वो एरिया कौन सा होना चाहिए, वो एरिया कैसे सिलेक्ट करना? नंबर वन, दैट एरिया शुड बी इन विच यू आर नेचुरली गुड एट. Now, even if you've done, you passed mechanical engineering, doesn't mean that you are equally good in all the sub-subjects of mechanical engineering. The topic in which you are really good at. Number two, the topic which you absolutely enjoy doing. That enjoyment has to be there, otherwise the life becomes a duty. The life should become an enjoyment. Doing that work should be an enjoyment and not a kind of a duty. So number one, you should be good at it. Number two, you must enjoy doing it. Number three, you should get paid for it. It should be such an area which people will pay you for. It cannot be an area, something, something of a hobby kind, something of a kind which people are ready to enjoy it, but are not ready to pay for it. It cannot be that area. People must pay you for that. And number four, people will pay you for that only if it is something good for the work, only if it is something useful. So if these 4 parameters are concerned, now each of the students, no matter which field he graduates from, has to find out this one area in which he is going to become a specialist. So for example, you should be able to tell. For example, training in itself is a huge field. There's corporate training, there is entrepreneurial training, there is motivational speaking, there is inspirational speaking, there is, a college speaking, there is youth empowerment, there are so many things. Now, what my specialty is, I am an inspiration and clarity coach in the field of entrepreneur education. Now, this is my clarity statement. Now, all the students who pass out from engineering should be able to have this definite clarity statement that you are an expert of dash in the dash field. For example, I am an automobile gear expert in the automobile engineering field, right?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
I am right. So
yeah,
there can be so many other things which probably you will be able to give better examples. So you are dash expert in the dash field, like I am an inspiration and clarity coach for SME entrepreneur training. Got it? And this is how, and when I have this field, all what I speak on is on this field. I consider myself an expert in this field. What I write on will be in this field. If I want further training, it will be in this field in which I am good. You know, the concept of training has changed now. Earlier, people used to do training in those areas where they are weak. Now, people take training, or people should take more training in those areas in which they are good, so as to become even better in that field. You cannot be good in all the fields.
Yeah.
You have to become one specialist in one particular field. And once you are able to write that, you know, I have this webinar in which I run this free webinar for entrepreneurs or people who have just who are considering becoming an entrepreneur. And in this, the first secret which I teach is what is going to be your area of expertise in which field. Once you get this clarity, then depending on that, it's not that entrepreneur is good and doing a job is bad. Many people feel कि भाई job and both are equally good. You can reach world class level in both the areas. See, it is very essential to have good employees, right?
Yeah.
And it is very essential to have for this world to have good entrepreneurs. Good entrepreneurs need good employees.
Yeah.
If there are no employees, an entrepreneur cannot do anything.
Yeah,
so it is not a matter of one being good than the other. There is good money in this field also. There is good money in that field also. It is often, after Shatrujit is your guide. I'm telling to all the students. Shatrujit is your guide, and if you talk to Shatrujit sir after finding out your area of expertise, when you talk to guides and people like Shatrujit, people like me, then in the conversation, we will be able to help you. Shatrujit sir, being an engineer himself, will be able to help you find out whether you are a fit for entrepreneurship or whether you are fit for a job. And once you decide on that, you can then start taking training in a big company or under a good mentor in that particular field. And once you take that training, the kind of an internship for 6 months, 8 months, जब आप करते हो तब आपको खुद ही समझ में आ जाता है कि मुझे entrepreneurship में जाना है या किसी अच्छी कंपनी में मेरे को जॉब करना है. You understand that. So what I would suggest is 3 steps. Number 1, understand your area of expertise and your field of work. Number 2, take guidance of mentors like Shatrujit, and then work in that particular field for 6 to 8 months, at least 6 to 8 months, and then all the answers will be clear to you. Like, see, we doctors also, for us to, in fact, after MBBS, it is essential for us that we work for 1 year in a hospital. तभी हमको degree मिलती है. Without that practical experience, just MBBS की final year pass कर लिया तो हमको degree नहीं मिलती. We get a degree 1 year after that, after we worked in the hospital, जिसको internship बोलते हैं. And by the time we've done that internship, we realize कि हमको PG किस में करना है. मेरे को pathologist बनना है या eye specialist बनना है या मेरे को bone specialist बनना है या मेरे को brain specialist बनना है या surgeon बनना है या gynecologist बनना है या क्या बनना है. It is during that internship that we realize. So I feel every engineer should work after getting guidance from mentors like Shatrujit sir. You should work in a company or a mentor of your interest, and then within 6 to 8 months you'll realize आपको life में आगे क्या करना है. The answers are different for each person. The journey is different for each person, each entrepreneur, each engineer. That is what at this stage I can tell.
Like sir said, it is really true. You can. There is nothing. It is not that being an entrepreneur is better or being a job seeker. All those have its pros and cons. So you, according to your personality, your attitude, you opt for that thing, and you can excel in anything, as sir said.
Yes.
And you should be mentally prepared along with your skills. You should first of all have your skill and mentally prepare for each situation. The one that best suits you, you should opt for that. Even entrepreneurship has its own challenges. Sir, could you tell something about these challenges? ये जो entrepreneur होते हैं, businessman होते हैं, इनकी इनकी लाइफ भी इतनी इजी नहीं होती। दिखता है बहुत अच्छा, बहुत बढ़िया, सब कुछ होता है, बट उसके लिए वो पे करते हैं समय के तौर पे, या पे करते हैं अपने फैमिली लाइफ से कॉम्प्रोमाइज करके भी पे करते हैं। तो दे हैव देयर ओन चैलेंजेस। तो जो जिन बच्चों को लगता है कि बीइंग योर बॉस, बोलना बहुत आसान रहता है, बहुत बढ़िया लगता है, बट बीइंग योर बॉस मीन्स you will have a number of boss. So how how should be they prepared if they want to be an entrepreneur?
Yes, that's a very valid question. And इशू ये है कि जो जॉब कर रहा होता है उसको लगता है कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की दुनिया बहुत अच्छी है. आई एम द बॉस, आई एम द बिजनेस ओनर, आई एम द थिंग इज दैट this is true with job also, and this is true with entrepreneurship also. This is true in the field of sports also, and in the field of music also, and in every other field. If you want to do world class work, if you want to really excel in your career, the path is never very easy, right? If you want to become the CEO of a big company, the path is not going to be easy. If you want to be an entrepreneur, the path is not going to be easy. किसी भी फील्ड में अगर आपको वर्ल्ड क्लास बनना है, स्पोर्ट्स में भी वर्ल्ड क्लास बनना है, इट्स नॉट इजी. म्यूजिक में आपको वर्ल्ड क्लास बनना है, इट इज नॉट इजी. एवरी फील्ड हैज देयर ओन एडवांटेजेस एंड एवरी फील्ड हैज देयर ओन डिसएडवांटेज. इसीलिए जब हमको समझ में आ जाए कि whether I am better suited to become to work under someone else's leadership and create the growth of the company as well as my own growth, so you are better suited to become an employee and become a big shot in that company. And if you feel that you are that you have a good risk appetite, that you are able to invest money and invest time and invest everything, and become a job creator rather than a job seeker, agar aapki tendency us tarah ki hai, then you go then probably entrepreneurship is better suited to you. It is only it takes time, around 1 or 2 years of working, that you realize that you are suited for what. Once you become an entrepreneur, once you decide, so again becoming an entrepreneur, and 95% of the newer company fail. 90% of companies fail in the first 3 years, and 95% of new companies fail in the first 5 years. Now, by telling this, I'm not trying to depress you. I'm not trying to, many of these companies are started by people who really have not understood themselves, and that is why these companies fail. So the thing is that the path of entrepreneurship is not easy. You have to put your own money first. Path of entrepreneurship is a prepaid thing. You have to pay money first so that you get money.
Yeah. You have to invest your time and money, and then only you get back the things. And you have to work for that also.
Exactly. और धंधे में अगर आपको सक्सेसफुल होना है तो 5 तरह के इन्वेस्टमेंट होते हैं. खून, पसीना, पैसा, आंसू और समय. बोलते हैं ना, खून पसीना लगा करके ये कंपनी खड़ी की है. वहां पे पैसा नहीं बोला, उसने बोला खून पसीना लगा करके ये कंपनी खड़ी की. क्यों? पैसा तो लगाना ही पड़ेगा तुमको, दैट इज अ गिवन. बट क्या आप खून दे सकते हैं? मतलब खून देना मतलब ब्लड डोनेट करना नहीं. खून देना मतलब नुकसान सहने की कैपेसिटी. पसीना देना मतलब मेहनत करने की कैपेसिटी होना. ठीक है. पैसा तो हमको मालूम है, पैसे का इन्वेस्टमेंट क्या है. खून, पसीना, पैसा, आंसू, to be emotionally tough. Yeah. But many times your efforts are not going to pay. Many times you've tried to do something and people are criticizing you. Many times, even after the best of your intentions, you fail. So that emotional toughness has got to be there. So खून, पसीना, पैसा, आंसू और समय. It takes time. You cannot be successful in the first year of entrepreneurship only. Even if you become successful in the first year, you may fail in the second year, you may fail in the third year, again get up in the fourth year, fail again in the fifth year, and then start having a continuous flow of success from the sixth year. I am telling you, if I try 10 new things in my company, I fail in 6, but I succeed in 4. If I don't try anything, my success rate will be 0. But when I try 10 new things, my success rate is 4.
Yeah.
There has been no entrepreneur, even Tata and even Reliance, and you've seen what all happens in the business industry. There is not an entrepreneur who's succeeded in 10 out of 10. None of the entrepreneurs succeeds in more than 4 out of his 10 ventures. But he's searching for those 4. which will take him ahead, and forgets those 6 in which he did not succeed. The areas in which he did not succeed, probably someone else is looking at it and will succeed in that area. Entrepreneur B in succeed in that area in which entrepreneur A failed. But entrepreneur A must keep moving ahead.
Actually, failure teaches us. The failure teaches us for the success which we are going to achieve. And if you take it as a lesson, then you can achieve anything. You can continue. You can be consistent. But if you don't take it as a lesson, then it's going to be a painful thing.
Exactly. So that is what I tell. I have this 3-day course for entrepreneurs, and my intention is not to market my courses here, or my intention is not to market my webinar. Yes, if the students are interested, they can come to my free webinar, and if they are interested, they can do my 3-day course and 6 months course and 1-year course for entrepreneurship also. So in the 3-day course, in the day 1 of my 3-day course, let me share my screen here. Let me share my screen and let me show you one of the slides of my 3-day course. Are you able to see my slide here?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right. So okay. So if you see this, why we struggle as an entrepreneur and what to do about it. These are the 6 basic things in which we struggle. Now, this is a slide of my Life Champions Blueprint course, which is a 3-day course, a 3-day orientation course for entrepreneurs. And why we struggle, number 1 is execution failure. All of us make the plans, but being able to execute that plan in reality with the people you are working with is very important. What our education system teaches is only mugging and mugging and mugging and mugging. We do some practical things which are absolutely useless as far as the real life is concerned. And you as an engineer will know that. We really have to experiment, and we really have to do these experiments in real life, and that is the execution, because we are not prepared for it. Execution failure is the number 1 reason why most of the people fail, because of which even I have failed many times. Second is, cash flow and money management. Now, all our education system does not teach about money at all. Most of the companies fail because they do not manage their money well. Because managing money is not taught to people. It is not even taught to commerce people. Managing money is entirely a different ball game, because when you invest, you have to manage the money. Now, it's a very big field. I teach about it in my courses. So cash flow and money management, what happens is that your investment money finishes. And because there is no income, you are left with no money, and you are left with so much of debt. And that is why a person decides to close down his company. So if he is able to manage his money from day 1, there are less likely chances that you will make a big mistake in the field of money, because money is what runs the whole entrepreneur scenario and the whole business scenario, isn't it? Third is lack of people power, not being able to manage. To develop a relationship with your people, to develop a relationship with your suppliers, to develop a relationship with your customers. So people you deal with in the business are of 3: your suppliers, your team members, and number 3, your customers. Your suppliers, your team members, your customers. So this people power, the harnessing the power of suppliers, harnessing the power of your team, harnessing the power of your customers. Now, relationships, this is also not taught in any college course. So the most important things which make a business run are money and relationships. Both are not taught in any college or any syllabus. And that becomes a problem. So you have to learn how to deal with people, how to manage different types of employees. Then lack of family alignment. If you are doing a good business, but if you are not able to manage your family, it's not, either be a good businessman or a good family member. You have to be a good businessman as well as a good family. Now, don't give this excuse कि ये सब मैं busy रहता हूँ, ये सब मैं family के लिए ही तो कर रहा हूँ. No. Your family needs that time. Money is not a replacement for, money is not a substitute for your time given to your family. So balancing both of them. Gradually what happens, that a person becomes so busy in his job that he starts ignoring the family, and the family life gets disturbed. And the business starts, you see, if your family life is disturbed, you cannot be a good businessman. Just let's face it, because it's only a single human being. You cannot say, I separate my business life from my family life. No, you cannot. It's not a switch on, switch off mechanism. We are not machines. We are emotional people. If you are doing badly in business, it will affect your family life.
Yeah, that's
If you're doing badly in family, it will affect your business. So the ability to manage both is the ability you need. And if you don't have that, businesses may fail. Fourth is poor delegation and development. Fourth is the assumption that because I am a good engineer, I'll be a good, because I am a good gears mechanic, I'll be able to do a good gears business also. No, being a good mechanic is a different thing. Being able to create a business is an entirely different thing. Just because I make very good food doesn't mean that I'll be able to, just that ability of making good food will also make me run a good restaurant. No, these are two different things. Being good is one thing. Being good in your job is one thing. If I'm a very good teacher, that I cannot assume that because I'm a good teacher, I'll run a very successful coaching business. No, these are two entirely different things. So being able to get work done from your team, being able to run the management aspect of your business. Why do you think I went for MBA after being, how many doctors do you think go for MBA? Why did I go for MBA? Why do I keep learning from my teachers, the business aspect of it? Not only I have to be a good doctor, but I have to be a good business manager also. So this managing the business and developing your business, and then, what kind of mindset you have, like you see here, problem focus. Now this is really, I'm telling you, people like me and people like Shatrujit, we are like torch bearers. We teachers, we guides, we stand with a searchlight in our hand. Like देखो ये रास्ता है, ये रास्ता है, इस रास्ते में क्या क्या गलती हो सकती है, बट यू हैव टू, आपको चलना है उस रास्ते पर. और ये 6 चीजें, प्रॉब्लम फोकस माइंडसेट आपका है, आप कभी भी सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो. You have to be solution oriented, because in the business there are so many problems. Even if you are in a job, there are so many problems. There's so much of dirty competition you have to face. There is so much of external situations like this situation we are facing today that you have no control over. You have to be amidst all these things, amidst all the things which happen in life, amidst all the things which happen in the business life, amidst all the things which the minister decides, amidst all the things which whatever happens in the world, you have to be solution focused. You have to be solution minded. You have to smile, go for a solution. Smile, go for a solution. There is a loss, smile, go for a solution. There is a failure, smile, go for a solution. If you have this ability, then you'll succeed anywhere. So I feel these are the 6 areas which you can see on the screen, which if you are able to manage this, and I teach exactly, I am showing the very slide of my my e-learning course, that if you are able to manage the 6 areas, and in my 90-day course, in my 30-day course, and in my one-to-one coaching with this thing, I touch upon these areas mainly to help you succeed in life. It can be a job, it can be a business. Yes.
So guys, you can see such a value addition in what we got from Dr. Ajay, and I am damn sure if you ever face any issue in your career, in your life, you can always go back to Dr. Sir and have his guidance. And you can see within a few minutes, he gave such a value added things. I think he has more or less guided you through the whole process. And if you go through it, follow it, and you will definitely succeed in your life. And the other option, Dr. Sir is always available. You can anytime approach him. As I had told you that he can go to his Facebook page and you can get all the details. You can also follow him in his, you can get his contact details in his website, that is ajaysays.in, and have any kind of guidance related to your business or life, you can always have with him, and he will stand by your side, definitely. And
yeah,
sir,
here Shatrujit, I have in the comments, I don't know whether your viewers will be able to see the comments here, but I put my webinar URL there, ajaysays.co/webinar.
Yeah,
so the continuous regular free webinars are there. You need not worry about money right now, and my job is to guide you. If you feel like, you can go for the paid courses, but I invite all your students, Shatrujit, to at least attend this free webinar, and then they'll get a great value out of it. And you can give my contact details and other things which you are already given. Yes, please go ahead.
So you will find the link in below this video. And as sir said, you can always approach him. And believe me, you are going to get in every time you approach him, you will gain something that is really valuable. Each and every till now, must have realized that you have been getting such a value addition. Each and everything what he said means a lot. It comes from a lot of experience only. So thank you very much, sir, for giving such a valuable time to us. And we will definitely come back to you again and learn from you a lot of things. And we are not just you have just made us more hungry for your knowledge to gain from you. And we will come to you. We will go through your guidance. We will again share a lot of things. And I hope my viewers will come alive a day. We will arrange a thing where my viewers would be alive and they can directly interact with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
I would like to add here, Shatrujit, that I am really, really very happy to be able to talk to you. I must thank you for inviting me for this talk. And let me tell one thing to your students. Dear students, you will find teachers who teach in college. You will find teachers, who will give you theoretical advice and theoretical, discussion on so many things in life. There are a very few people who, despite being colleges in the, who despite being lecturers or professors in the college, are teaching something which is very important for your real life, for your real, real life after the college. And you are very lucky to have a mentor like Shatrujit, who is guiding you in this very area, right? If you get less marks, I'm not much bothered about you. If you, if you passed after many attempts, I'm not much bothered about you. What I'm bothered about is how you utilize this degree and how you utilize your intelligence and knowledge in the real world by adding value to this world as an employee or as an entrepreneur. And Shatrujit sir is teaching you about this very area. I'm sure he will not talk about the exams and the marks and all. Marks, once the exam is over, marks are gone. They remain in your mark list. Once the exam is gone, once you get the degree, you just have to show the photocopies everywhere. The real degree also you don't need to show. What you need to show is your knowledge. What do you need to show is how you are useful for this world, how you can create value for this world. And people like Shatrujit sir are teaching you that. You should be very, very grateful to him. And I think you are very, very lucky to have a mentor like Shatrujit. Shatrujit, I will always be available with a great deal of happiness and to add value to your students whenever you want me to come there. And thank you for being what you are, Shatrujit. You are doing a great job for the future of these young entrepreneurs. I am always there with your students and with you in whichever capacity that you want me to help you.
Thank you very much, sir. And you are a true inspiration to me also. Thank you very much for giving such a very precious time and a value-added time. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir.